back to another Alliance War video. This is war number 10, season 34. Now for this war, I was indisposed for most of it. I had a work thing which turned into a bar and pub thing. And someone else stepped up to plan, thank you Cradle, and he gave me paths that I could do the next day once the global had gone down. So we start out here on path 2. There are 2 science champions here, so I'm bringing Nick Fury. This is Mr. Negative. Now, the one, against Mr. Negative, you can just not parry, and then he won't get the his light charges and so on. But I like to be able to parry, so I like to bring Fury, spam SB1, and the Disorient turns off his stuff. So here, I always start out with a parry heavy on strike counter, just to sort of play the strike counter a bit. And here I push myself to an SB1, so again his stuff goes away, and the melting starts. Here I almost push myself to another SB1, but I don't quite. Here I have to dash away to get him to dash at me, so I can then repeat. Now of course here we're in danger of SB3, but I do have my invulnerability boost on. But as you can see here, the fight's over. Nice and simple. And our next fight is I-Hulk on the one with Power Focus 1 and all that. And I've taken this path so many times now this season. For some reason I just kind of end up on this path, and I'm just do my normal thing. Although I guess his health ball is so big that I think I do end up baiting some specials here. Parry heavy to start out with, and carry on as normal. Here I want to be able to push myself to a special, but I don't quite have enough power. Yeah. Now of course against I-Hulk, what you want to do really, use damage over time champion so that he never gets to those 15 immortality charges. But even if he does somehow do it, hopefully I've got the Disorient on him, so that, and plus Assassins will hopefully turn it off. So yeah, I'm spamming SB1 to keep his Furies down. And as you can see, he's only on 7, 8, and he's almost dead. So I remember people used to die to this fight quite a lot. I don't really know why. I guess they just thought, oh, I-Hulk's a nothing defender, so you can bring like anyone. But if you bring the right counter, it's nice and simple. So here he's on 11, and yeah, not enough, so he's dead. Another very simple fight. Now our next fight is the most interesting one of the war, and the one I was a bit nervous for. This is Ebony Moore on the kinetic transference and footloose node, and the global is down, which is a massive relief. But guys in my alliance have been dying to this fight with Doom. And Doom has been my assignment. So I was a bit nervous. I brought along Mr. Fantastic, and I applied the Petrify and the Suppression. So he's just going to have less power in general, and Petrify is going to be modifying the kinetic transference. I can see my invulnerability boost is ticking down, and I definitely should have applied my Mystic boosts before my first fight, so that was a small mistake. But I then think to myself, well, I don't even know if I necessarily want an invulnerability boost on this fight, because this fight's probably over if I get to my SP3. So when I do go in here, I think I just pop on an advanced power boost. Oh, and I also, just in case it goes out of hand, I throw on an SP3, an advanced greater special 3 defense boost, whatever. Yep, advanced power boost goes on, and double check everything's working, and head in. Now, the reason of course Doom is good for more because you have those easy knockdowns, but at the beginning you are going to have to bait out a heavy or get a reparry, unless you want to intercept. Now there, he didn't gain too much power, so not bad. And without the global, the reason this fight's so much easier without the global, when my alliance mates died to it, they died when the global was still there, because now that it's so easy now because you can just bait out his SB1s. That was annoying. He threw his SB1 even though I was holding block. I was annoyed about that because I thought, well, hold block and he won't throw it, and he just throws it. It's pretty annoying. They normally don't do that unless they're unblockable. But it's fine. So there, the global would have triggered, and then I would be able to miss, and then I would have to wait out the protection and all that stuff. So it would have been an issue. Luckily here, the SP3 does a load of damage, and I just use light attacks to push myself. I use 4 light attacks to push myself to a SP2, which is unblockable. I launch it, and he's dead. So pretty trivial. I mean, the global would have come into it if here I have to wait for someone else to clear par 5, which he's doing admirably. The global would have come into it because he did nullify my Fury with his SP1. Sorry, well, the Fury he puts on you from his second SP1. So it would have been more complicated, but even then, the fight went pretty well. And last up, I'm just taking this Warlock. I like Doom against Warlock because Warlock's only annoying when he power drains you, and the power drain. Nice intercept there. He power drains you, and the power drain causes you to degenerate. And the reason he can't do that to Doom is because Doom is shock immune and armor break immune. So the two debuffs that apply to you when Warlock throws his his specials, just don't matter. So here I'm trying to keep his armor off, just to, I guess, increase my damage. Push him to an SB2, and here I'm just trying to get him to bait it, while also trying to kill time, because you see I've got the infection on me, and Warlock can be a pain when you have the infection on you, because your offensive ability accuracy is reduced somewhat, not much, but a little bit. And so you can turn off your abilities. So here I dash in, dash out, land the light attack, get my intercept. We're not infected. Missed the SB3 timer, which is annoying. But yeah, at this stage, it's kind of lights out. Because with the boosted Fury, that does a lot of damage, and I think the same as before. Yeah, I can push myself. Merry 2, unblockable with a power return boost. Launch it, and he's dead. And that's my war. So only a small role to play at the end, but I'll absolutely take that. We won this war. It was a bit of a mismatch, and our opponents, yeah, I guess they decided they weren't gonna try properly. They were in Platinum 2, and so yeah, our battle group only died twice, which is great. So thank you for watching, everyone. I will see you all in the next one. Ta-ta.